right, friends, if you are back on, you should have lots of circles on your paper. You should have answered 1 through 10, and you are just logging on to go over the answers with me, okay? So number 1, which is the correct way to write line 1? All right, so we've got line 1 is 75 T-Berry, comma, Lane. Well, right away, I know in an address, we don't put the comma there. That is not where it goes, right? If we're just doing the street, we don't have any commas. So you should have picked A. Okay. Number 2. So number 2, I printed out the page 2, but I think we can kind of look back and forth here. I'm trying to make it so we can see the whole thing. I'm sorry, I know it's kind of frustrating to have to look at me go back and forth. All right, which is the correct way to write line 2? All right, so right now the numbers are matching up with the questions, but remember how I got tricked last week or yesterday on that? So we want to really pay attention. All right, here's line 2. Cleveland, Ohio, 44130. All right, well, there is a comma. Where do we put the comma? Do you remember? We put the comma in between the city and the state. So the comma should go in between Cleveland and Ohio, meaning B would be our correct answer. Which word correctly completes sentence 6? So guys, that jumped to number 6 on here. We skipped 3, 4, and 5. So let's look at number 6. When I heard that, I do a cartwheel, I doed a cartwheel, or I did a cartwheel. You should have picked did. Which word correctly completes sentence 7? All right. We'll go to the parade in the morning. Oh, it's one of those compound sentences, but we'll have a picnic afterwards. Or we'll have a picnic afterward, and we'll have a picnic afterward. The correct conjunction would be and. Which one correctly completes sentence 8? I am already dreaming of Aunt Rita's apple pie, Aunt Rita apostrophe S, showing ownership pie, or Aunt Rita's with an apostrophe at the end. That makes me know right away it's talking about more than one Aunt Rita. Is there more than one Aunt Rita? No way. Okay? If the pie belongs to Aunt Rita, I'm picking B with my apostrophe S. Number 6, which word correctly completes sentence 10? Last year, I fall in the water with my clothes on. Last year, I falled. Or last year, I fell. Well, falled is not a word. And if it was last year, we know that's a past tense ending, so we are picking C. Which word correctly completes sentence 11? This year, we'll put on our suits and wear fins on our foots, or feet. Well, you have more than one foot, so we know it can't be that. We don't add an S to the end of foot to make it mean more than one. We have to change the spelling to feet. So you should have picked C. Which word correctly completes sentence 12? The fireworks will start when it gets dark, until it gets dark, or so it gets dark. When, A. All right, then we are flipping the page. And we are doing 2 more on page 116. Okay, so I actually printed out the passage so we can look at it and we don't have to flip back and forth. Okay, which word correctly completes sentence 13? they will probably be even big than last year, bigger than last year, or biggest. Bigger. If you're comparing two things, you add ER. See, ER has two letters, so I know that I'm comparing two things. If you're comparing more than two things, that's when you would add that EST, okay? And then our last one, number 14. Let's see, let's look at number 14. Can you see it? We can watch them from the bench with an S, bench is, or benches. More than one bench, we're gonna pick C. All right, how did you do? If you missed one, that's great. If you missed 0, that's even better. If you missed more than 1 or 2, you might want to take a little bit of time and think about the ones that you missed and go over them. Maybe have mom or dad pull up some questions that are similar to that skill, okay? And practice that. All right, good job. I'll talk to you tomorrow.